Saw a chipmunk today.
Yeah?
First sign of spring, isn't it?
No. That is.
I didn't tell you where I saw the chipmunk.
You see your first tube top. And then
you know it's spring when you see your first tube top. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I would,
That just made me happy. I was a little slow out the gate this morning, and that just cheered me up.
All right.
I thought the chipmunk would do it, but no, tube top.
Oh, man.
Take it where you can get it.
Yep.
Oh, man. We are Jive and Honey. It's famous for nothing.
Yep.
It is Monday morning. It's a beautiful day.
It doesn't take much to be a beautiful day.
Oh, yeah.
After the fucking winter we've
Anything
had.
above the teens.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It puts you in such a shitty mood.
Were we talking about this the other night where this week is significantly warmer?
Yeah.
It was like Nebraska or North Dakota was minus 45 last week. It's going to be 50 this week.
Yeah.
That is not good.
Yeah. That's not good. But like today, was the first time in like a month that I didn't have to wear that giant winter coat.
Oh, your insulated flannel.
Yeah.
and then
yeah.
the
It's like,
puffer on
I do
top.
like 3 layers,
yeah.
but it's just like, it just makes me so cranky.
Having to put on that
Lumping
goddamn
that shit.
parka, which I'm like, I only wear this gigantic North Face parka when it's like below freezing.
Yeah.
I've worn that coat so many goddamn times this year.
Oh, shit.
It used to be 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I have a short fuse. I get angry about a lot of things
You don't say.
all the time. But having to put on like 3 layers and then end it with a giant fucking coat and scarf and gloves and hat, it makes me so fucking cranky. I just walk around like February. I'm just like motherfucking shitting fucking crap.
Yeah. You know, my wife is not the quickest out the door.
I commiserate on that one.
But the addition of
Oh yeah, and God forbid you bring it up, being like, "Hey baby, you need an extra like 5 to 10 minutes just to suit up."
no, that has never been said.
wow.
No, I've never said
Just
that.
leave without me. Just go. I'll go by myself. I'll do it. It's okay. I'm gonna go warm up the car.
God forbid something's not by the door though, and she's like put the shoes on, and it's like,
Oh, then you gotta take the shoes off, and
it's like, oh, I left it in the other coat. It's
yeah.
like,
Oh no.
oh boy,
Yeah.
It's a thing for real. It's just everything takes forever.
Yeah, I had a very social calendar this weekend. My brother was in town. I went to a Sixers game. So there was like 4 nights in a row where my wife had to be like, I was like, I always, as a producer, we backtrack. It's like, when does it have to be done?
Yeah.
And then you figure out at what time
This is
do you
going to
need
take
it.
this long. This will take this long.
So I always give her a wheels up. I don't say I want to leave by, because that means
have
getting
to leave by.
Yeah, I'm like, we need to be on the road at 5:15. So I want her
When you
to
really,
think like
you
I
really
think.
need to be on the road by 5:45. That's
Well, that's what I can do, but she won't.
The
She
ultimate trick.
doesn't fall for that anymore.
Sees right through you, huh?
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
Yeah. But I just want her to back time everything. So, but you can't explain it to him.
Different brain, different
Yeah,
kind of brain.
'cause you're
She
like-
functions on a different level.
I know, but like if it's 5:15 and it takes you a minimum of 40 minutes to get ready, but she says I can get ready in 25 minutes. Your 25 minutes is 45 minutes. You need to add. So you need to stop doing what you're doing 20 minutes before you think you need to.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyways.
you know what? No, I'm guilty of it too. But still, regardless,
I'm not.
that's. I do things like leaving, and at the end of the day, where I'm like, well, I gotta be there at 5. I gotta, and then I'm like, it's 10 of. I'm still trying to, and I'm like, yeah, but I hate being late.
Oh, I hate it. I'm 10 minutes early for everything.
Yeah, that's all.
I sit in my car. I fucking listen to the radio. Look at my phone. It's like it's like the panic of trying to find parking.
It's anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
We both have airport anxiety, which is terrible.
Oh yeah. Oh, I go to the airport like 3 hours early. I fucking read a magazine.
You know what? I have
a cocktail.
I always have anxiety about whatever's next. I have anxiety about getting a cab or an Uber.
Oh,
I have
each
anxiety.
step?
I have anxiety about getting
So as soon as you
through
check
security.
that off, you
Yeah, I
Anxiety
have
for the
anxiety
next
about if we got to check a gear. I have anxiety about getting through security. I have anxiety about getting to the gate.
Yeah.
I have it's always. I have anxiety about then getting on.
Oh yeah. Well, my wife is just like, you need to calm down. And I said, you don't.
You need to not tell me to calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. That's the opposite of don't call me crazy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's our version.
Yeah, don't tell me to calm down. But I was like, you know me. As soon as I'm in my airplane seat with the seatbelt fastened,
Then I'll relax.
And we're on the thing because
we've taken
we've
leveled
off.
out. And
Yeah.
that's when I can relax.
It's to say anything. It's like when that bell dings and we're in the air. I'm good. I'm on vacation now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just thinking about it is making me all fucking squirrely.
Sorry.
No, it's
My
all right. But one of the things to get us out of the house, it was like so funny. We haven't left the house in a month, and like we had to leave the house 4 times this week, and one was for a lovely dinner party hosted by Chef Jive.
Yes. Yes.
That was impressive, man. You put a table of food together. It was impressive, man.
Thanks. Well, it's because we would never do something like that.
You're right.
My wife was the one who reached out to everyone and said, like,
we were the behind the scenes. We were like, are they going to announce something? Are they getting divorced? Are they moving? They're going to drop a bomb on us because
there can't be no reason.
They gave us a save a date like 3 weeks ahead of time. You're like, what are you doing February 22nd? We're like, I fucking know.
Chances are nothing. It's winter.
I'm like, yeah.
I like that your initial thought was, is it an intervention? I was like, well, we're not going to tell you. Surprise parties and interventions as you get older, they start to get more and more similar, don't they? It's like that fear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to walk
Why
into
are we
an
getting
intervention.
together?
Yeah.
Why do I need to come to your house?
Right. Yeah, it was not an intervention. I do.
But how long did you take to cook all that shit, man? All day? Was it all day?
It was like I had made obviously the pickled shit and everything I made before. I made like a couple things I prepped the night before, but like the lentils and a couple things. But most of the stuff I made that day, and it was like 5 hours of being in the kitchen,
Yeah, that sounds
from noon
That's okay.
on.
But it's like cooking. I love cooking, and both our households were the cooks.
Yeah.
And there's a satisfaction to it. There's something about feeding people. It's like I love to cook for people.
Which I love that.
But the actual act of cooking is fairly stressful. And it usually gives me a stomachache while I'm cooking. I'm like, this is not good. It's supposed to be the opposite. But it's because it falls back to about being late. It's timing.
The timing's what's straight.
And it's just like
the process. I don't worry about what if I oversalted or what if I make something and it comes out bitter. I never think about that.
Nope.
And my wife says, you are wholly unenjoyable when everyone showed up. She's like, you seemed like you were in a bad mood. And I was like, I wasn't. I was
no. See, I tell you, because I cook, you're just exhausted.
Well,
you looked like you were just like, all right.
My legs hurt, my feet hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was really a matter of I want to get it all out hot. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I have all these things I prepped and I'm like, I know this shit has to go together and this has to get dressed and this needs a sauce and this needs to I need to do this at the last second or it's going to look like
right. But you have
shit.
It's a math problem. Like you have 5 things, all have different times, all have different elements.
Yeah.
And every element has a different time. And you only have so many burners and so many pots and you have to rotate between the oven. But it's I love it. But man, it's I'm just do not. And my wife will now that's her fucking ball bust on me, is that she'll start doing shit in the kitchen while I'm cooking, and I just sit there and being she goes, "You want me to leave, don't you?" I'm like, "Please, baby."
Well, we're supposed to have some friends next weekend, I think, and she was like, "You know what? You can't cook. You can't cook. I'll get takeout." And I'm like, "Can can I just help a little
Could I
bit? She's
just
like, no,
zone-
because it's a control thing. You're gonna have to do all of it. I'm like, that's fair.
It's actually very nice.
I'm like, yeah.
It's very nice.
But I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And
Yeah.
You know.
The weird thing, it's like, again, like being souped up for a month.
super gassy on the way home.
No.
Okay.
No, it's right. That's when you know it's good food. I wasn't at all. It's being social again. Not again, but just being social, period. I'm just like, we're not going to dinner parties. We're not like hanging out, except for her family, but like that's just
right. But there's like a comfort because you guys get together with some regularity. So it's like comfortable and you're like, it's family.
And like, you know, it was 3 couples and we've known each other for 20 years. So it wasn't like I was worried or anything, but like at one point I was sitting and I realized I haven't been talking at all. And I think doing this podcast, I'm like trying to think of like funny bits now. I'm like, I haven't made someone laugh in like a good 10 minutes.
You're like, I need
to up my game. I gotta, you know, I'm trying to find cues and
yeah, you're waiting. You're like, do I have anything? No. Do I have anything on that?
Yeah.
No.
Do I have a bit on that?
It's like, do I have a bit on Italy? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. That is funny. I did think that too at one point. I was like, no, you know what? But I do think this has helped with like pacing. Like I was.
Oh yeah, you let people.
There was only stolen valor once where I stole a story that my wife wanted to tell, which I used to be good for several of those a night. Yeah.
She busted you on that.
Yeah, she did. She called me out immediately. I was like, well,
I've been guilty of that though too.
Yeah, you got to own that right away, or else, you know, it could be a problem.
Yeah, the only well, besides, you know, we got a little into politics, which is never good.
Oh, that was depressing.
Yeah, that was awful. We had to get off that. But then we were like, we were talking about because we're all couples and how long we all been together. Started talking about little things that annoy us about each other, which is very healthy and kind of funny. And like they weren't like big things.
No.
They were little things. Like my wife will always put her coat on top of the kitchen island where is my domain. I'm just like, there's like 4 places before you got to the kitchen that you could put your coat.
Man, when you were
here it is.
well, she always puts her purse on. I was like, we're doing this? I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. But like I used to always try to like, hey, could you hang it up? Could you do this or whatever? Or I would like purposely like show her I'm hanging it up. I just hang it up. It's like it's genetic. It's like it's built into her DNA.
Right. That's what she does.
Always going to do this for the rest of her life, and I just
don't be passive aggressive. Like I'm hanging your purse up.
I guess you want me to put this away for you.
Hey, I'm hanging this up over here. Is that okay? Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah. No. I learned that the fast way too.
Yeah.
Oh shit! God damn.
Yeah. So I guess Sunday was massively disappointing after such a wonderful evening on Saturday. There was nothing that could have possibly happened Sunday that would have been as interesting as a dinner party hosted by me.
Yeah. So I did my usual. I make omelets for my stepfather.
There you go.
Father-in-law.
Father-in-law, yes.
That was weird.
Unresolved issues.
I've seen him in the last 10 years than I have my actual father. That's for sure.
Well, at this point, I would hope so. Yeah. It's I was thinking about that, how it's just like you have like family time every weekend.
And my wife always asks, "Do you mind?" I'm gonna say no, but like I don't, because it's always a fun short visit.
Well, that's important. Keep it short.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
It's like hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's like perfect. And that's the other thing too I've learned. I like cooking, so I don't have to sit there and make conversation. So I prep everything, and as soon as they walk into the door, I start cooking, so I'm at the kitchen and don't have to like small talk.
Yeah, I didn't. You know what? I never thought when we were rehabbing our house, I was never like, oh, open floor plan. Wait, I can't hide.
I can't.
Damn it. I wish people used our living room more when they came over.
Oh, we say the same thing. No one's ever.
Ever. People always just hang in the kitchen.
Kitchen island or kitchen dining room.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. It makes sense that like those sitcoms that had couches in their kitchen though, you ever notice that where you were like, wait, their family like has another like couch sitting area like right in the kitchen basically? Like I noticed that in a couple sitcoms they have it. But it makes sense to me now.
I don't ever remember that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I think 2.5 Men think they had a couch in their kitchen.
Sure.
Yeah, believe me on that. Yeah. But it makes sense. Everyone just wants to be in the goddamn kitchen.
It does make sense. And speaking of like just being social and getting out, our topic today, this is our Oscar special.
Yeah, well, maybe
Oscars are happening.
We should have gotten
figured it out. Well, I guess we should talk about it.
Yeah. Should we have gotten more dressed up this weekend? Is that what you're telling me? We should have all worn tuxedos?
Man, we suck.
Yeah.
You know, our pre-production is lacking.
That's all right. We're just jumping. This is like a real.
Yeah. But it's like weird. I mean, before my wife and I we'd get a list of best pictures and we would go to the theater and try to see as many as we can before the Oscars and then watch the Oscars. We haven't done that in probably 2-3 years at least.
Right, yeah.
I think the pandemic killed it more than anything.
That, yeah, for sure.
And just how fast things go to streaming.
Yeah.
You got like such a little window. And if they're Oscar nominated, they'll stay out a little bit longer. But even still, I'm just like... But I'm just trying to think of anything that I would want to see. Like I'd be desperate to, I wish I'd seen that in the theater before the Oscars.
Right. Well, like I wish I had seen, like I didn't see The Brutalist. I wish I had seen The Brutalist in the theater before this weekend. You know, like
it's over 3 hours.
It's got an intermission.
Does it?
It does. Yeah. They were smart about that. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to see it, but you know, it's tough. I didn't go back last year to see those 2 3-hour movies or the year before that.
Yeah. I mean, I still haven't seen the Scorsese. I don't know, man. I just can't.
I mean, I'll watch 3 hours of television.
It's weird, right?
It's weird. It's a mental
it's
thing.
It's tough to get over.
But yeah.
You know what else?
But they're also not like good time movies. It's just
it's
like a little head. Like life is just kicking you in the balls all day. You don't want to like go and watch about the atomic bomb or
I don't need this.
You know how poorly we treated Native Americans. It's just like hey, we suck. Everyone sucks.
That's funny that you say Native American, indigenous people, whatever. Yeah. We all think one of the most hilarious / egregious things to ever happen at the Oscars was Chris Rock being slapped. Right? That was probably one of the most outrageous things
I totally forgot that it was the Oscars until I looked this up.
Right. You're like, that feels like the SAG Awards.
And just since we talked about, I know where you're going, but I didn't know Will Smith won the Academy Award that same night.
Yeah, like 15 minutes later.
Yeah, and he cried during his... It was like, what a fucking hot mess.
Yeah,
Piece of shit. And it really annoys me that he won the Oscar.
Yeah, it really bothered me too. Yeah.
But I can't even watch that movie.
But more than that, I think Chris Rock should have seen the opportunity because Will Smith came up, slapped him.
Yeah.
They put Will Smith back in his seat.
Yeah.
I would have attacked so hard because security was standing there.
Oh yeah,
they weren't going to let him back on stage again.
Right? Yeah, he wasn't coming up.
So
again.
You should have gone for the throat and just take it because I mean you're quick, dude.
Yeah.
You're one of the better comedy writers of the past.
But I think like everyone else, he was just shocked, man.
He was probably so stunned.
It's hard to come out with some witty barbs after someone insulting you.
But I mean, just go after his wife again. I mean, that would. I mean, you already have one locked up and loaded. Can't tell me you didn't have another.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais, like you wouldn't do it to Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais would like fucking pants you and
Yeah, right. I mean, you think Chris Rock? I guess he's out of practice from being heckled.
Yeah,
it'd probably been a long time since he had been heckled.
That's just such a bizarre situation.
That was strange. But everyone always talks about, John Wayne had to be restrained from attacking Sacheen Littlefeather when she went up and accepted for Brando.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Oh, right. So I didn't know that.
There was always a story that John Wayne had to be held back by all these people backstage because he was ready to attack her, which tracks. right? I mean, you feel like,
I don't know. I've never actually. This is the first time hearing it.
oh, so there was a story that when
I knew you were going there with the Brando
when she was taken off stage.
Right. Well, we should say Brando refused his Academy Award, and he sent up a Native American woman to say he's not accepting the award.
I'm not accepting the award
because of the treatment of Native Americans in cinema.
Which, you know what? Real advocate, real ally. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I was all for it. I was like, yeah, Brando.
Yeah. But there was always a story that, and she said it, her manager said it, and some other people have said it, that when she got into the wings backstage, that John Wayne had to be restrained from attacking her. Now, this story...
But, like, he's got to be old by now, right? Is he a little senile, or...
I think John Wayne was a pretty big asshole.
Yeah. Made everyone call him the Duke.
Right. I mean, you know, we always make fun of, like, Bela Lugosi being buried as a vampire, but, like, John Wayne probably got buried as a cowboy, so we should probably make fun of him, too. So this story's now been refuted over the years. They say, like, oh, no, that didn't happen. Which feels like, oh, well, the research was done by John Wayne's biographer. So, regardless, John Wayne seems like a real asshole. An even bigger asshole that night would be Clint Eastwood, who walked out on stage to do Best Picture, like, right after that, and said, I don't know if I should present this award on behalf of all the cowboys who were shot in Westerns. And it's like,
no, that is the fucking thinking of a fucking chipboard right winger.
But it's also, you're not an actual cowboy. You're an actor. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Neither one of you guys are cowboys.
But that goes to the deep-rooted misunderstanding. Like, they don't understand. They don't get the actual point. They cannot think deep enough to actually comprehend the point being made.
No. Obviously, the point was lost on that. Yeah. For sure.
Like, if that's your counterpoint, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So I just, I think that one gets lost in history. That
I was all happy with two tops up front. Now I'm all angry with fucking racist cowboys.
Yeah. Well, you know what else makes me angry? Really angry. I realized this yesterday. You're delivering Amazon. You're an Uber driver. You're delivering food. Look, I know this is a urban problem.
Yes.
Pull over.
Yeah.
Go to the corner. You can walk 15
That's what's going to snap you.
Dude,
it's like behind an Amazon truck, and you see the flashers come out and a guy pop out. And he's got like 4 packages. No, and you see an open spot that he could have pulled over in.
For sure. I'm pulling down the street. I see the guy walking out with 1 package in his hand. So I'm like, oh, I won't turn here. I'll go straight because he's going to be a second.
Yeah. He moves up a little bit and stops again.
There's a driveway, an open driveway. He drops the package, takes a picture, gets back in, pulls about 10 feet forward, and gets out again. And I was like, you son of a bitch. He's blocking this driveway.
Yeah.
Which nobody could have put it into. It was 4 truck lengths.
Yeah.
You got to pull over. You're letting somebody out for Uber? Pull over.
I am surprised there hasn't been more assaults on Amazon and UPS drivers. UPS seems to like always go to the end of the block and illegally park at the end of the block, which sucks, but it's so much better than just
it's way
putting
better.
The flashers on.
Way better. Yeah. For sure.
It takes everything for me not to fucking just lay on the horn and fucking yell.
You know what? And I wanted to be like, I was going to yell at the guy and be like, you could have, but I'm like, get the kid in the car.
Yeah.
Should probably set an example.
It's not, bottom line, no matter what, it's not worth it.
Not worth it.
For the 2 minutes, even if it takes 2 minutes, which is like forever, sitting behind the
felt like longer. And you know
flashing Amazon truck. Yeah.
It's 23 hours later and I'm still mad.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah. No, it's infuriating.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway.
So back to tube tops. That's just code for happier thoughts.
That's right.
How do you feel about fucking Geek Ginger hosting Oscars?
Oh,
Conan.
I'm fine with it. Yeah.
I'm not a Conan fan. It's not that I don't like him. And he does funny things. I think he's a funny person. I think he's a nice person. He's, as a talk show host, he always brought it back around to himself and his self-deprecation of his floppy hair and like, oh, I'm a geek. And like,
And the self-deprecating stuff got pretty old after he'd been on TV for 35 years. Yeah.
So,
and he was successful for all that time. Yeah.
Right. And it's just like anytime like a female celebrity was telling a funny story about what, and he would take that story to do a joke about himself. And he did it a lot. And it just was just
It's true.
like,
He did. Yeah. No, for sure. He's guilty of that. I don't know that he'll do that at the Oscars.
No. I think, but like, there's so much prep and there's so much writing. I saw an interview with Jon Stewart talking about when he hosted. You bring writers with you.
Oh, yeah.
And you have a writer's tent in the wings.
Yeah,
and so in between things, you're shopping jokes and whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
See how the night's going and like taking.
Yeah, there's Nikki Glaser posted a photo of
the team. It was like,
oh my God, she had like everyone she ever met was writing on that.
He was like, I had what's his show, Daily Show guys, but I also had like brought in a couple guys from LA that I know.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus Christ. So it is.
I mean, you are trying to make
not
it
for anything because the delivery and like it is like a very high pressure thing. But you would when it's like a Jon Stewart or any of these guys like that have done it, you figure like they're so talented. It's not like an athlete brings someone else in to
right. Yeah, I mean you're not gonna have Deion Sanders host.
Right.
But I mean.
But it's like they're doing all their stunts is like what I'm saying. It's just
right.
Like
yeah.
It's like how like when you're doing jokes, how many are yours? Are you just a guy who knows how to deliver a joke, not actually? Well, I know it's somewhere in the middle, but it's a little kind of.
Well, but don't forget if you're a talk show host or a late night host. You have a team of writers who are writing your monologue every night.
I know.
I mean,
but, I guess that Judge Apatow thing, but that was the Funny People, where Adam Sandler hires Seth.
Right. Yeah.
Rogen.
Yeah.
Seth.
Yeah, Seth Rogen.
To punch up his stuff. He had like appearances and stuff, so he just like give me some good stuff. I guess when you're on the spot, like an Oscars or whatever, it's good to have.
I mean, that happens all the time. I mean, there's Chris Rock had all those guys write on his punch up for his special and do stuff, and Tina Fey. It was a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. No, I know. It's like I'm not surprised looking behind the curtain. It's just like it was interesting to know that there's a team of writers working at the
that
Oscars
night too.
That night too. But it also, I have a chip on my shoulder. It's like I just think writers don't get enough credit, like especially in film.
Right.
Like all the actors, all the directors, the top directors. The writer, it's like there's like crap. Like there's nothing like a good movie starts with a really good script.
But it ends with a really good editor. It gets told 3 times. It gets written
in the beginning,
it gets shot, and it gets
the
edited.
nerds that actually put it all together fucking don't get anything. Right. It's the fucking chuckle fucks.
It's true. In
front of the camera and the guy with the megaphone.
But a director, it's his vision. He's the one who's makes so many of these decisions and shepherds it through. Yeah. Also brought in everybody.
But in every like Hollywood movie about Hollywood. The writer's always the peon.
It's true.
Writers and everyone hates them on set.
Get so much shit in
they just,
narratives.
Yeah, it's like they don't get any credit, and then you talk shit at them in any movie made about them.
Yeah. But a writer-director's a genius.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think one of the things about hosting the Oscars in particular, it's one of the worst jobs you can have.
Oh yeah.
You have a room full of people where 4/5 of them are going home losers.
Right. Yeah.
They're all tense.
I wish people would act more outraged. I think you get more viewers. I know you get a lot of viewers already.
You had the 5 panels.
Yeah, the 5
up,
panels, and the other 5s were like,
somebody go,
yeah. Because that's how I would feel.
right. Yeah. I want to see Timothy Chalamet
Fuck
be
you.
like,
Yeah.
that's better than him.
Yeah.
You know, or cut to people who are more deserving. Like the year Drive came out. They should have had Ryan Gosling as like a 6-panel, been like, where's my fucking Oscar?
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
How come I wasn't even nominated? What the hell is happening here?
I guess you can't do that. But
it would make for a better show, though.
It would make for a better show.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I was just going through all the people that hosted, and it's like the 2 people that I don't really like, I guess, are seen
The
as
most
the
successful,
top,
Billy
successful.
Crystal.
Billy Crystal and Steve Martin.
Yeah, neither one of them was funny at all.
Yeah. Yeah, they just kind of run a good show.
They don't offend anyone.
Right.
They are, they work the room in a way where it's like nobody thinks they're going to get their feelings hurt.
Right.
Nobody's going to be mean.
And no one's got a stick up their ass already before they even come out about them.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they're harmless is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I always feel bad because the guy I like, Letterman, is one of the
worst. The worst of all time. Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah. Uma. Yeah.
That was not a good start.
No, not a good start, I guess.
To like a silent theater.
That was a tough one. Yeah.
The looking him up, the funniest thing, and I know I saw it, and I don't remember it, and I had to look up the video for it, and it made me laugh so hard, and it was so dumb, but I can understand why people were like, wow, that's so inappropriate, and it kind of like stooped to a immature level. Is Seth MacFarlane did a whole musical number called I Saw Your Boobs.
Yeah.
And he goes through the whole list of women that have been topless in theater, and like they're showing them in the theater, and
that was pretty
God,
funny.
It was so
Seth
funny.
MacFarlane was a great host
that everyone hated.
Everyone hated, but as a viewer, I have to say,
he
was great. He's funny.
That's our.
He's funny. He's charismatic.
tea.
He can sing.
Yeah.
He can dance. He's quick-witted.
Yeah.
It's good. Right. He's surrounded himself with good writers.
What's his name? Harold and Kumar dude.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris. Like same. He's got all those attributes. Wasn't good either.
No, he was pretty safe.
It's not sustainable, I guess. It's like it's cool that they did it, but it's like, meh.
It's like if you do it, you do it and it's safe, you're successful in the room.
Yeah.
It's not entertaining to watch though.
Right.
You kind of want to you want an element of danger.
Because it's like Nikki Glaser did a great job with Golden Globes.
Golden Globes is a different animal, though.
Oh,
it's
I know.
Casual.
No.
People are drinking. They're eating.
Right. Because Ricky Gervais used to kill
Ricky
there.
Gervais would
Well,
murder.
I guess, but like, I've seen a couple clips from past ones. It was fucking brutal, man.
He was mean.
He was mean, but they kept asking him back.
Yeah.
Like 3 times, I think.
Yeah, I think 3 times, yeah. Didn't he do a whole thing about Caitlyn Jenner killing someone like in a car wreck? Like he brought it out?
Yeah, he did a whole thing about how ironic, something about Apple, but then that they, have children working in Malaysia or whatever, did a whole thing just fucking, sweatshopping Apple,
I mean,
holy shit.
It was pretty great. Peak Ricky Gervais
was great, but it was,
yeah. I can see where not everyone loved that.
Yeah, and it's just like, I appreciate Ricky Gervais, and I love a lot of his point of view, but sometimes
it can be a little exhausting.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It can be a lot.
Yeah. I did look up one thing, but it went absolutely nowhere, and I was just like, oh, want. But there's a thing about R-rated movies being nominated for Best Picture. But I guess way back in the day, it was a thing. And I guess Midnight Cowboy was the first R-rated movie to
It was
win an
X.
Oscar.
Midnight Cowboy was X. Single X, 1X.
Oh, wow.
That's why it was so big.
That's why it was.
Yeah.
But then ever since, there's been a ton. So I was like, oh, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But then I saw that Schindler's List is R-rated.
Well, a lot of people do die.
I know, but yeah, but it's like kind of historical, and it's kind of like, anything about, World War II, the Holocaust,
Right,
is going to be,
there's going to be an element of it. Yeah.
So anyways, but Everything Everywhere at Once, All at Once was rated R. I'm trying to think.
Okay. Well, I mean, you say shit more than twice and you're getting rated R.
Really?
Yeah.
And then the Godfather movies were all rated R.
Yeah.
I guess because
I don't know. You drive to a toll booth and you're blown to bits. I mean,
horse head and
there was a lot of blood.
Yeah.
There was a lot. You know, it was a real horse.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
You still have to watch that series.
Yeah, I do.
Because they get into the whole like where they got the horse head.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's not good.
But I was just, it's just weird. And last thing on my list, you got to carry the rest of the show. I think we'll go wrap it up. Is I think
I gotta start now.
There's a lot of things where you're just.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Like we were like winners and like disappointing winners and like people that got overlooked and everything.
Always, that's the conversation.
But the one that I think of like automatically is Crash getting Best Picture.
Right.
And
Crash
beat oh my God.
Good Night and Good Luck and Brokeback Mountain, which I think was the one that everyone was most.
Right. But Crash sucks.
It wasn't good. More offensive
so
though. No,
bad.
more offensive. And I know Citizen Kane lost.
Yes.
But that was more a smear campaign than anything else.
Yeah.
Argo.
Oh, I forgot Argo.
Argo beat Django Unchained.
Oh my God.
Silver Linings Playbook and Zero Dark 30. Oh. Argo is not a good movie.
I can understand the Academy not picking Django. It's an awesome movie. But Silver Lining Playbook, I freaking love it.
Zero Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30 was great too.
Yeah.
Which Argo stinks.
It stinks. It's so bad. It's a terrible, terrible movie.
Terrible
top to bottom.
movie. It is slow paced, ill witted.
I know it's a true story, so we know the ending. But characters like dialogue is predictable.
You could set it up. Yeah, dialogue is predictable.
Where it was like,
it was just like, great cast, horrible movie.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Ben Affleck going. Squinting from a distance.
It's acting.
It's not. It's fucking squinting. You're not that great a director. You made 2 good films. Stop it.
I'm just saying that because we were talking about hosts here and there, and it's just like, Billy Crystal, Steve Martin, Whoopi Goldberg did it 4 fucking times. I don't remember doing it once.
Any of them, but I have to imagine.
Ellen did it twice. Huh. Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel 3 times. I like Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel's a good host.
Jimmy Kimmel's a good host.
He's good at it.
I align with his
right
humor,
amount of funny. Yeah.
Right amount of funny.
Yeah.
There's still unexpected
I don't know
swing.
what people in the room think of him.
Right.
But I mean, he, like most talk show hosts, he deals with celebrities every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to expect with Conan. I think it's going to be safe. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know what he's going to bring to the table. But out of anyone, who would you want? Who you could pick anyone to host the Oscars? Who would it be?
Oh, for sure, 100%, Donald Trump.
Oh,
could you imagine him being like, yeah, you think he's the best actor? I was the best.
Every joke would be about how he should be winning it.
First of all, 0 jokes. So we're getting that out of the way immediately.
Yeah.
He's not telling any jokes. He then gets to say how much better he's been than everybody who's just won an award. Like really, Greg Fraser's best cinematographer? I don't think so. It's like you don't know what that job entails. So I think that
was unexpected.
I think that would make for a very, very, very unusual show.
That would make me it'd make me more angry than an Amazon truck.
I'll tell you though, people be talking about it.
Oh yeah.
No. But I mean, that is obviously a joke.
Yes.
I think I think if you put someone up there who was highly autistic, that would be really, really funny. Just them keep touching their heads or something.
Oh, no.
It's like, don't leave the stage outside, please.
Could you
please.
take my question seriously for 2 seconds? Like, as an entertainer that you would find entertaining to...
Clearly, you've never seen someone stall. I think that a great team would be
Teams never work, but go ahead.
Colin Jost and Michael Che hosting.
I think that's a team that's a team.
They are. Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
I set it up.
But
I think a great team would be these two, who are a team.
But they did one live thing, and they weren't in sync, and it was basically Michael Che making fun of Colin Yost of all his bad things.
I mean,
it was rough. It was like if we did it.
Yeah,
it was like shit just came out that was they've been holding on to for a while.
I think bringing the comeback for Louis C.K. might be nice. Have him host it. That would be a pretty good one, for sure.
See, but it's funny that like I'm asking you and I'm berating you. I don't have an answer.
You have no answer.
I have no answer.
I had no answer.
I had the question, so
I had to stall with the Trump answer.
yeah. No, the Trump answer was awesome.
Okay, good.
But it just made my skin crawl. That's all.
Right, because it would be horrific.
Yeah, it'd be horrific. It's just I have her listed as one of my favorite moments is Jennifer Lawrence. She's such a kookaboo.
Now, with the exception of like Whoopi Goldberg, has there ever been like a Academy Award actor as a host?
Not Academy Award. Hugh Jackman did it one year, but that's because he's like the Music Man.
Right.
Not Wolverine.
Yeah.
The other Hugh Jackman.
You got one Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
the other.
Australian dancer and singer.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah.
I just like any interview I've seen her, and I like my feed has just been interviews all over the place, and I must have seen a dozen Jennifer Lawrence interviews. She is a wild card kookaboo.
Yeah,
and she doesn't mind telling a story. Like one talk show, she talks about where at 13 years old wet the bed and couldn't wait to tell her class, and the class was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah.
Oh wait. Didn't Anne Hathaway and James Franco host?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
was a
you
disaster.
can't use actors then.
But James Franco, who fucking thought Seth Rogen? Yes,
Right.
James Franco is a fucking. He's this he probably is autistic. He's this close to a psychopath. Like he's got that fucking Joker smile, and he's just like
would have been better.
when he's thinking fucked up shit. It's just like he was useless.
I mean, when you go, we should have used Dave Franco.
Yeah,
that's not a good sign.
I would have rather seen Dave Franco. Yeah, it was like putting a fucking mannequin with a smile, and it's just like Anne Hathaway had to do all the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
horrible.
Seth Rogen did have one of the better things at the Golden Globes when they kept doing the thing. Where
that's a bad idea.
Goes, this is a terrible idea. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
I also think the entire cast of Always Sunny in Philadelphia would make great hosts.
Oh, now.
See,
like
that,
that's like you want unexpected.
They can write.
They're
quick.
Funny. The bits.
Yeah,
that could get stupid real fast.
Yeah. Imagine Danny DeVito's doing 10 minutes up there. I mean, that's
God.
pretty all right.
The gang does.
The gang hosts the Oscars. This is a good idea.
Come on, that's a great idea.
This is not a terrible idea.
Yeah,
I do like this.
Oh my gosh.
That's way better.
Dude.
Yeah.
A good answer.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah. That got me. That got me too top happy.
Yeah, because you know what? Charlie writes a musical number for it. I mean, it's that's all right.
Yeah.
That's tube top happy.
That's good. That's good stuff.
We're not getting any better than that today, so we should.
Yeah,
definitely ask everyone to do rate, review, subscribe.
Wait, do you have any best picture prediction?
I think it's going to go to at this point Anora. I think it's going to go.
Ooh, it's been swinging Anora.
Yeah, I think
you want to see it now.
I think it's going to go that way, but I think that Brady Corbet is probably going to win Best Director for Brutalist.
Yeah. Agreed.
Adrian Brody probably going to win.
Yeah,
I think he's a safe bet.
Is the Culkin.
He's supporting, and I think he's going to win.
Yeah, he's going to win.
Zoe Saldana is probably going to run the table.
Zoe's
going to win it. Demi Moore needs to win this award. It's the only one I'm going to say she absolutely should. And if she does not win, it's robbery.
Burn it down.
Yeah. Because she deserves it. It's for sure.
I think she's going to.
Yeah. So those are my picks. I think the only one that could be weird. I think that Sean Baker probably could win for best director for Nora because it's just been the tide's been turning.
Yeah, it really has.
And it really feels like it's going that way. But yeah, Brady Corbet made a massive movie that he shot on film, which is crazy. Yeah. And I know Sean Baker shot Nora on film too, but not to that scope. Yeah. So I think it'd be really.
I want to watch them both. Yeah. And but probably not by this weekend.
You got any picks?
No, that's it.
No. Okay.
I'm on board with all. It's like the only one is Nora and whether Substance. But I can't see him giving it to Substance
for best picture. No, I don't see it happening. Which is a shame because it's pretty great, but it won't win. Yeah. No, I don't even think it's in the. It's gonna be close.
And I just hope Conan O'Brien impresses me.
Yeah,
it's like because I'm not impressed that he's doing it. So
he did write one of the best episodes ever of The Simpsons, so there's a good chance.
Pull it out. I'm hopeful.
Yep,
I'm hopeful.
Yeah, maybe he just does all bits from He's got the dog. It does in the year 2000.
All his bits are so much funnier than he is.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Anyway, rate, review, subscribe, tell somebody, tell anyone, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.